So I know you've seen them, those videos where Mexican moms are portrayed as these aggressive, hostile women, always angry at their kids, usando las malas palabras, diciendo insultos a los hijos y a veces hasta aventando chanclazos. We have normalized these type of videos, so it's now like saying Mexican mom equals, angry woman. And I really want to invite us to start changing that narrative. I'm a trained psychotherapist and educator. And today, I really do want to encourage you to reflect on what are the qualities that make your Mexican mom special. And more than that, how do you know that your Mexican mom loves you? Because if your mom is anything like my mom, then she wasn't raised in an affectionate, caring. I take that word back. Her home was very caring. I am sure that my grandmother and my grandfather both loved my mother very much. What I'm thinking about is just that portrayal that we have of a caring home, meaning that there's words of expression, to display the love that each family member has for each other. There's that like validation of feelings, that being able to like sit down and say, like, tell me what's wrong. Why are you hurting? What happened to you? That's not how my mom grew up, and probably not how your mom grew up either. So, there is not gonna be a lot of physical affection, like displays of like hug, embracing, holding hands, just being comfortable being next to each other. That was not common in my household either. But yet, I found ways to know that my mom expressed her love differently. So that's what I want to invite you to do today. Think about what are those things that your mom does on a daily basis that are acts of love, because most likely your mom shows her love towards you through her acts of service. So, for example, my mom, she was very good about taking care of me when I was sick. So she didn't have these like cuddly words to make me feel better, but she was there. She would make sure I had a pill if it was my head. She had like this special pomada if it was my stomach. There was always like the tea, like canela con miel y limón if it was like a cough. So these were like ways that my mom was expressing that she cared for me. And then there's the prayers, the blessings. So if I was gonna be leaving somewhere far, like anytime I came home from college, she made sure that she would give me a blessing when I was leaving. And there's also the like mundane tasks. Like I would tell my mom once I was older, you do not have to do my bed. You do not have to like wash my clothes. I can do that for myself. But yet she would still do it. So it wasn't because she was invading my privacy. It wasn't because she was snooping around my room. It was because she was showing me that she cared about me and she wanted me to not have to do those things. So anything that she could do to help, she would do. So the main way that I have seen my mom display her acts of love towards me and my family have been through her cooking. And that's like the number two type of videos that we see on social media. If you put like Mexican mom, you're gonna get all these videos about cooking. And it's interesting because a lot of our moms do have that. So this is what I've noticed, and I like invite you to pay attention and see if you notice this in your mom too. When my mom is in the kitchen cooking, that is like her happy place. She is cutting up these vegetables so delicately. This one time I saw her making huevo con jamón, and if I make huevo con jamón, I just, chop everything up, well, the ham, and I like toss it and go like this into the pan. Well, my mom, before she put it in the pan, she was taking her time separating each of the little pieces of ham so that they would not get all like, I don't know, all stuck together. Um, and I was reflecting on that. I was thinking like, wow, she really takes her time. And I've asked her about it, and it turns out like for her, cooking is very therapeutic. And I connect this to like being very mindful. That is a way to like de-stress, but that has a lot to do with why our moms often angry or upset or stressed out is because they do have a lot on their plate. They do have to take care of the cooking for their families. For the most part, it's usually the mom. Not always, but that's a great majority within like the Mexican families. So she's not yelling because she's mad. She's not making threats. Um, I mean, she's not doing any of that because she's a bad person or because she's a bad mom. She does that because she's under stress. So, a lot of moms have a really hard time accepting help and knowing how to ask for help. So, even when help is offered, they don't always know how to accept it. So, it's really challenging, especially if you're a teenager, young adult, to try to get along with your parent because they're often going to go into like a reactive state, and that's going to come off as like really like aggressive. But we have to work on that. We have to change this mentality that being angry is Mexican culture. No, being angry, irritated, like easily reactive, those are all signs of like a stressed out, worn out nervous system. Those are signs that there is trauma there. So think about it. If your mom is the only person in the home that is taking care of everything, that is really demanding. That is not healthy for any person. So, as a family, the workload has to get distributed. And the older you get, the more involved that you should be in managing like the household responsibilities. So one of the things that I like to tell my teens that I work with is to be involved, to start learning how to cook, to offer to wash the dishes, to not have to like wait until you get yelled at 3 or 4 times to do it. But it's also involvement of the males in the home. So getting the dad to be active once he is home from work, or the brothers, they're just as responsible for taking care of the house. Like everybody has to clean, everybody has to cook. Um, these are things that just make us healthier as humans, and it takes the load off of the mom. So if you wonder, like, does my mom love me? Like, why does she yell at me all the time? Yes, she does love you, and she is yelling because she's probably sinking in things that she has to do and she doesn't know how to ask for help. So I would like to see a change in the type of videos that are out there. There's a few that I've seen, mother daughters like sitting down and doing each other's makeup or each other's hair. But, if you Google anything about Mexican moms, all the negative videos are going to come up. And I really think that we need to change that. Our Mexican moms are amazing. They do so much to take care of the whole family. And really, it does go kind of like unnoticed. Like, that is one of the reasons that they're sometimes angry. That is one of the most common um, like complaints that they have is like todos son bien malagradecidos. Nobody is being grateful. And yeah, they don't have to do all of the things that they do, but they do it because they love us. So that is how they're showing it. They're there, they're cooking, they're cleaning, they're taking care of you. And yeah, there's more like that can be done, but they don't know that yet because they're still in that like survival mode. Just trying to get through the day. That's stressful. Getting all the kids to school, making sure they ate and getting all the tasks done. Aside from chores, they gotta make sure kids are doing homework, all these things that they're juggling. And if you pay attention and it's only your mom doing all of that, that's so stressful. So I really want you to reflect on this today and, just share in the comments if you like. What are some of the things that your mom does that do make you feel special? We need to start making videos about those things. We need to start sharing more positive mother-daughter events online, and that we can change it's not the reality. I know there's so many moms out there that do good things with their daughters, but this illusion that Mexican moms equals angry women. So if you're with me, share this video, make sure other people are also challenging this narrative that has become so normalized. It's not. It needs to stop. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.